my name is Miss Evans and I'm going to talk to you about philosophy A-level. The exam board is AQA, and in philosophy we cover 4 key areas of philosophical issues. The first one is epistemology. Now that really is the foundation of philosophy, and it's looking at knowledge. How do we gain knowledge? Can we know anything at all? Does knowledge come from experience, or does it come from our reason? The next topic is moral philosophy, and that's really asking the philosophical question about what is good and how do we know what makes an action good or moral. And in that we look at various ethical theories. Now these ethical theories will give different responses to that question, what makes an action good? Are there universal objective moral laws that we must follow, or is it the case that morality is relative and we need to base it on consequences and outcomes? Now the final 2 topics that you look at in A2, so the second year, are metaphysics of God, and that essentially is the philosophy of religion, looking at the concept of God, the nature of God, looking at arguments about God's existence. Can we prove that God exists? And then the final topic is the metaphysics of mind, and that ultimately is asking about the nature of our mind. Is it immaterial? Do we have an immaterial, immortal soul? Or can we just reduce all mental concepts to a physical brain? Now I've got some students here who are going to tell you a little bit more about the topic.
I think one of the interesting things about philosophy is that over the course of the year it really changes how you think. So when I came into philosophy, I think I had quite a naive view of the world, but I think once you sort of understand the views of different concepts like Kant, Descartes, I think you understand, you appreciate things that go on in the world in a way that you wouldn't normally. I think probably one of my favourite topics is when we look at Kant, who is a more kind of secular version of Christianity. I think it's pretty interesting how he views the world. It's very unique. So, what do you think could philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, being open to having discussions about your own opinions, because obviously as we do learn quite a few different philosophers, like where they stand. So it's interesting to find out where you stand and then be open to arguing your points and discussing with your classmates why you think this, or maybe what you think isn't necessarily what you had a view you had in the beginning, like you said, that your views may have changed over. But a good philosophy student definitely is very hardworking, is able to do a lot of extra reading, especially reading quite complex texts like different philosophers that go along with the course, as well as the reading within the course.
I think it's potentially not to be daunted by the language that philosophers uses. Because I was quite kind of daunted by how these sort of early medieval philosophers talk. It was quite hard to understand. But I think once you engage in tradition, as some of our teachers say, it becomes much easier to understand and appreciate things. There's a lot of online resources that make things a lot easier. Also, the textbooks are quite useful as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it.